you're looking for a great African food, vendors, gospel artists, that will be the place to be. Highland Community Church of Christ, August 26th, beginning at 5 p.m. Call me 816-824-0275. See you there. Hello, Kansas City. This is Emma Venn with AfriPel. I am encouraging you to come out August 26th for the African Gospel Festival 3.0. If you're looking for a great African food, vendors, gospel artists, that will be the place to be. Highland Community Church of Christ, August 26th, beginning at 5 p.m. Call me 816-824-0275. See you there.
Welcome to KUAW, Kansas City's #1 internet radio platform. I'm T.L. Williams with the Music and More Foundation, and you're listening to Art Is. Art is music, poetry, dance, fashion, paint, acting. Art is life. And my special guest today is none other than Shavonna Adams.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you today?
Wonderful. Thank you for having me.
It's always good to see you and hear your music.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about your new music, the music
Yes.
that you got coming out right now.
Awesome.
Say something about that.
So I've been in Southern Soul, which is, it's an infusion of blues and soul and country music. It's mainly popular in the southern region of the country, and I've had the fortune to be able to put out some great records in the last 2 years, and I'm having fun.
Yeah. We go way back, right?
We do.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
do.
yeah.
You know, our artist community here in Kansas City is really, really close.
That's
and
right. It is.
You've been a major supporter of mine for years and years, and I'm so grateful for you, TL.
Thank you. I love helping artists here in Kansas City and beyond Kansas City. It's always been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Tell us about the Kansas City People's Choice Awards.
Oh, it was so amazing. Just the journey of my artistry here in Kansas City, how long I've been performing, to get to the point of recognition after over 20 years of entertainment.
And that's how long you've been performing, over 20 years?
Yes, over 20 years. It started in gospel as a kid here, and then moving into like kind of the R&B genre. Then, spilling over into soul, which is where I'm at right now. So to still be kind of what you consider having notoriety or, being appreciated after all those years, it was a blessing. But for it to be from the people was its own reward, because the fans are the ones that matter. So it was a blessing.
That's right.
And I hold on to it with honor. I really do.
Terrell Ray did that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
I'm
he
proud
created
of
that
him.
platform.
He did.
Yeah.
It was something that the artists needed.
That's right.
Sometimes we work really hard, and accolades give us an idea of that we're reaching goals that
That's
we've
right.
set for ourselves.
That's right.
So,
That's
yeah,
right.
it was great.
That's right. You said something about gospel.
I did.
You started in gospel.
I did, singing as a kid in church. My grandmother raised me, so she was always pushing me to sing and open my mouth, and so yes, singing songs about God actually have helped me navigate singing from my soul and relaying songs about soul.
Will you ever do a gospel EP?
I've had a lot of people ask me. I do need to get back to writing gospel. I'll be honest with you. I love it. And
so you write music?
I do. I write all my own music.
You write all your own music?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I love it. Songwriting, it gives me a chance to tell people who I am without having to verbalize it. I can just, put it in a song. Makes it much easier to relay.
And I remember meeting you at Poetic Notes. You remember Poetic Notes?
I do.
I think Jason Betts started that.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember meeting you there, and you was performing. I think you was doing a cover, I think. And that was a long time ago.
It was.
And I seen you, and I was like, well, and that's an amazing voice right there.
Wow.
And we've come so far, if I can get the words out. You've come so far.
Yeah,
since Poetic Notes?
the open mic is a great tool for people who want to learn stage and
That's right,
who
it
want
is.
to hone their craft, if
That's
you
right.
will, and get to be able to relay their music to the audience. And so it was a great time for me. It was kind of free practice,
Right,
if
right.
you will, for the real life. And I've got to meet some wonderful artists in the community that I still hold dear. You being one of them.
Thank you.
That we've been able to continue our relationships, and so yeah, it was a great time. It was a great platform for
Yes.
sure.
Some of those artists are still going strong right now.
Absolutely.
I think Lee Langston is doing something.
He's
and,
doing wonderful.
Church Boy is still doing something.
Doing great, absolutely.
Lachey, she's
Doing
still
wonderful,
doing-
yeah.
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 A lot of these artists are still doing amazing things here in the city.
They are. We've been able to forge bonds throughout the
Right,
years
right.
with one another and share stages with one another,
Uh-huh.
and it's been great. I will say I'm super proud of the art community here in Kansas City. I'm proud to be from this community. They
Yeah, yeah.
totally support each other,
Yeah,
for
they
sure.
do. Let me mention J Soul.
Oh, yeah,
Let me
Jay.
mention Carlton Rashad.
Oh, Carlton, yeah.
What's the guy's name?
Nietzsche, Slick.
Last name is Wilbus.
Oh, yes, James, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And both of those young men, separately, they've won also People Choice Awards as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, so everybody's just doing great. I'm proud of all the projects everybody puts out and really stepping into their own.
That's right.
You know, you kind of are watching an evolution of the artistry in Kansas City really blossom.
That's
and,
right.
and it's really been a cool thing to witness.
Yeah, it is. And #1 in country southern soul charts.
Yes.
What song was that?
So right now, in the Urban Influencer chart and the Radio Airplay Experts charts, they're the two largest charts for independent artists in the nation. My song "Keep Rockin'" is #1 for Southern Soul.
And where can they listen to that song?
They can hear "Keep Rockin'" on all streaming platforms: YouTube, Pandora, anywhere, Spotify, anywhere
Everywhere.
you can hear streaming music. Absolutely.
Yeah, and right now y'all can watch this stream on the Art Is on KUAW Facebook page. Y'all can also watch and listen to it on KUAW's Facebook page.
Yes.
Shavonna Adams, she's going to share it also. TuneIn app, you can listen to it there. So we're everywhere on KUAW. Tell me about, you won something called the ZBT Awards.
Yeah, I got off into Southern Soul a few years ago, which was wonderful.
What
And
made you do that at first? What?
I have a producer friend of mine. He's multi-platinum. His name is Kojak Charles. A few years ago here in Kansas City, he discovered me at a studio up in North Kansas City. He heard the kind of music I was doing, TL, and he said, "Shavonna, why are you still in Kansas City?"
She said my name. Y'all hear that?
I did.
Okay, go ahead.
He said, "Why are you still in Kansas City?" He said, "The kind of music you're doing is going to resonate well in the South."
That's right.
But I didn't get it. You know, I'm a Kansas City girl, native. And so eventually, him being right, I took a leap of faith and I stepped out in 2021.
You got to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
You got to step out the box.
I did.
sometimes.
I had to release all fears of being away from home. And I took a show in Sykeston, Missouri. Met a DJ and another music partner of mine. They were from St. Louis. They took me on the road, and there you have it.
Wow.
I was only one show down, and I was nominated for one of their largest awards in that genre,
Really?
which is called the ZBT Award. Yeah, and I won.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I won, which was great. But one of the things I knew is that after winning the accolade that I would need to put good music behind that, right? Because it's my music that's going to create legacy.
That's right.
So I started cutting records, writing, and I built my own home studio a few years ago.
Yeah, you were just talking about that.
Yeah, I record myself, and I got to work.
Yeah, as an artist, you have to do your own work.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to do your own work.
yeah,
Invest in yourself.
that's right.
Yeah, that's the only way you can make it. I
You
mean,
do.
a lot of artists have big dreams to make it big or to get signed. But first, you have to do the work.
You do.
That's true.
And it could be a tough journey. It's one you have to be prepared for spiritually, mentally. But if you really believe in yourself, I encourage everyone to set themselves up for the best success, right? And the best quality of music, the best producers, just really push the envelope if you're going to go for it.
That's right.
And so, like I said, leap of faith moment for me, and I've written myself into a #1 record this
That's
week,
nice.
which is wonderful.
This week.
Yeah, this week.
This week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. Keep rocking.
Yes.
Why did you write that?
So I have my music partner I told you about from St. Louis. His name is Wolf Mandelio. We have several songs, several collabs that we have together on streaming platforms. But I got with him. I was like, bro, we need to write a fun record for the summer. Something they love to dance in the South and abroad, all across the country. Everybody loves a fun dance record, and I knew I wanted to make them dance. And so, what better than a rock out, right?
Right.
And so, yeah, Keep Rockin' was born. I wanted them to 2-step to the left, 2-step to the right. Got my pen and pad, and we got at it.
Right. Is it a video? There's a video.
It does. It does have a video.
Yeah, and y'all can find that video
on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
I wonder how many streams it is. I haven't seen it in
It's
a while.
at almost 40,000 streams.
40,000 streams.
One of the largest viewed video that I have right now, which I want to thank everybody for. We shot the music video during the Juneteenth festival, which was really cool.
That's epic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all of the backdrop is the 18th and Vine district,
Right.
And which is always near and dear to my heart. Of course, it's historic.
That's right,
and
it is.
Yeah, and so I have 2 videos that feature the Vine, which I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did it at 18th and Vine. Can I ask, how does it feel? Because doing that on 18th and Vine, at that moment and right now, you're a part of 18th and Vine.
Yeah.
You're a part of its history.
Yes.
Right? Because you did that down there.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
They sing the song Going to Kansas City, Here I Come. You can't be a part of blues. You can't be a part of soul and jazz and not be a part of the Vine.
That's true.
We have to highlight our history, particularly as a black woman, a black artist. It's important for the nation and abroad to know the history of Kansas City and to continue to highlight our historic district. So it actually makes me super proud, TL. It really does.
She said my name again.
I did.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
I want to remind y'all to tune in to KUAW.org. Donate, listen, share, let your friends know that this station is here.
That's
and
right.
we exist. 20,000 viewers and listeners and growing. So thank y'all so much for listening to us and having us in your homes. Shavonna Adams, it's good to have you here. And
Thank
we ain't
you
going
for
nowhere.
sharing your platform with me.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we ain't out of here till 6 o'clock.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm digging it. So, the other song that you wrote,
Yes.
tell me about it.
Spellbound.
Spellbound.
I wanted to write a song about being so in love you are caught up. Drunken love, people call it, or hypnotized. So Spellbound is simply about that state, that moment in love where everything else is gone and you're caught up.
Right.
I love the record. Kojak produced it, so that made it even more special. And the fun thing about my relationship with Kojak is after he discovered me over 10 years ago, he comes back to my career to contribute music. Spellbound actually went #1 in the UK.
Really?
Yes, and has gotten a lot of love abroad. So
People in the UK love our music.
they do.
They do.
It is a huge market for soul music, blues,
Yeah.
and a wonderful place for African Americans particularly to really shine. And so they love the record. It's still on the charts over there right
Really?
now. Yes,
Right now?
absolutely, to this
Todd,
day.
Todd, you're
Right
going to have
now.
to tour over there.
I know, I can't wait.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the Spellbound, it's a record for those who are in love. And I wanted to write about love. I wanted to make sure we highlight love. Sometimes that subject gets lost, especially in today's society. And so, yeah, I wanted to keep that subject alive.
Yeah.
And so that's what I love about it.
There's another artist that I've seen on Facebook who wants to bring back love songs. Irv used to be. He used to call himself Irv the Phenom.
I know Irv, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He's
got a new song out. It's called Love Something, but I know it's a jam.
One of the things, I saw Stevie Wonder once, and he was accepting an award, and he said, the thing I love to write about most is love, because there's so many facets of it. You can write about breakup, makeup, and everything in between.
That's
and he
true.
was right. There's 100 topics of love and 100 ways to relay it.
That's
so
true.
for the songwriter, it's a really fun subject
it
to
is.
tackle. And yeah, I love Spellbound, and I love the feedback from it. I like what my songs make people feel like.
Yeah. And that's what you was thinking when you was writing that song.
Yeah, the couple.
How long did it take you to write it?
I'll be honest with you. Here's what happened. I wrote the song, I recorded it, and I lost the session in my laptop.
Tragic.
Angry.
Tragic.
But then I took the role of Suge Avery in the Color Purple musical here in Kansas
Oh,
City.
yeah, we got to talk about that.
That's right.
All right.
But
Don't let me forget.
I
We got
won't.
till 6 o'clock. Don't let me forget. Go to back to
That's
that
right.
part.
We'll travel
Okay,
back.
Go ahead.
So what happened was I took the musical, and I knew that I had to give myself vocal rest throughout the musical to give the live audience the best performance. I could not record during that process. So 2 weeks before the show end date, I got back in the studio. I finished Spellbound, and as soon as our curtain call for the last show, I released it the next week.
Tight.
I knew I had to get right back to the music. But I lost that song, and I was frustrated, but I didn't give up.
That's right.
And I got some really cool response from that record. So,
That's cool.
you know, sometimes we have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
sometimes.
don't give up.
Don't give up, because that first time wasn't the right time. So this new stuff is the real time.
It came back. It came back. I was able to relay it in a different way.
Yeah.
There was a different
A new
feel,
delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A different passion, if you will.
Yeah.
And so I didn't give up on the record.
I'm glad you didn't.
I was mad, but I didn't. But yeah, Suge Avery.
Yeah, let's go to Suge Avery.
Yeah.
I said we talked about we were going to talk about acting. That's part of this whole
right.
art is thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell us about that.
I stepped out on faith again.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, I did an art residency for the Charlotte Street Foundation back in 2018.
Yep.
Part of the National Endowment of Arts project
Yep.
up off Truce Corridor. Well, one of the artists that was in that residency with me came to me and she said, Shabana, they're doing the Color Purple musical here in Kansas City. You have to be Suge Avery. Ugh. I had done some small acting, but I was like, I don't know, I wasn't sure. And I tried in every way that I could to talk myself out of it, which is when I knew I should do it.
Right.
It's when you're the most afraid and you have the most reserve that you should take the biggest leap,
That's
right?
true. That's true.
So I did it. I was afraid. One of the challenges was learning the lines, but then I ended up being one of the first to come off book, during rehearsals because I just gave it my all. It was a wonderful cast of amazing artists. The director was wonderful, and we had sold out show after sold out show.
How many shows?
I could not tell you. I know it ran from the top of November until the end of the holiday season for November. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So by that time, you had it memorized.
Oh, yeah. It was wonderful.
How many lines did you have?
Oh, my goodness. I was in almost, especially for Act 2, I was in almost every scene. The first act, not so much. If you remember the Color Purple story, Suge Avery did not come to town till after Nettie left and after, Celie had married Mista. So they told the story of Nettie going to Africa. So a lot of the first scene was heavy on their storyline, the sisters.
Okay.
But the second act was heavy on the relationship between Celie and Suge and Mista, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. It was a spiritual moment for me, TL, and it's one I will never, ever forget.
And you can add this to your bio.
That's right. I'm hoping they bring it back. If not, I'm looking for opportunities again to get back on stage.
Oh, yeah. I see it for you.
Yeah, way to stretch my legs.
Yeah. And what theater did they have this at? You
The
remember?
Warwick Theater.
Okay.
It was under construction, so they played with the set a little bit and kind of did a little razzle dazzle with curtains and etc. But it fit the audience pretty well. I had so many people come out. Thank you guys. I love my family and friends. They packed the house. And it was just wonderful.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Next time you do something, I want some comp tickets.
I got you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Come on.
George, you want some comp tickets? Next time Shavana do a play?
Come on, George.
You can come on the show, and we can give tickets away.
That's right.
On behalf of the director, the event space, all that good stuff.
That's great. I mean, it was
Promote
like I
it.
said. I could not have asked for a better moment in my life, and it is one I am always going to be proud of because I didn't give up.
Right.
Again, I didn't talk myself out of the moment. Right. I didn't fold.
Right.
I faced the challenge and I came out on top, and I'm grateful for it.
Is it because you shy?
It was something different.
Right.
You know, singing on stage is natural. Acting is a dialogue. So, even though I have like a natural personality, there's still an art to it.
So there was singing going on in the play? Was you singing in the play?
Yeah, we did the 2015 version of The Color Purple. So we
Wow.
did the Broadway musical version of The Color Purple.
Did they video it?
Yes, they did. I'm not quite sure if it's ever going to be publicly released.
Oh, man.
But yeah. I want to do a little mini documentary this fall that kind of highlights my journey. I took a lot of behind the scenes footage, and I just want to show my fan base like what it was like.
Right.
Walk them through me learning the steps of choreography.
Because you got all that material.
I did. I wanted to make
you
sure.
got a studio, put it all together, or
Get it together.
Get some help.
Yeah.
If you know some help, I know J.D. Valentine. He's a video guy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, good video guy.
See, the arts community, and that's great.
That's how we network.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to, help one another along. Yeah, I don't mind. I would love to. I know Oprah is putting out the Color Purple musical again. Fantasia and some other amazing actresses are going to be in it. So I kind of want to put my documentary close to that time, and kind of capitalize on my adventure,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. How much time we got left, George? On Art Is. We got
really
7.
About 5.
About 5. You got anything you want to say to the people?
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Let's talk about being here locally, right? I mean, a lot of people think that just being an artist in their hometown means that they can't venture out to broader horizons. And for myself, I could have stayed put, which is fine. I love Kansas City. But what better way to represent Kansas City than to step out on faith and go out?
Yeah, that's right.
So
Represent.
Represent.
Yeah.
My advice is always to the listener, don't give up.
That's right.
Don't let your last gig be your last gig. Don't let your last project be your last project.
That's right.
Always push the needle.
That's right.
And always go further.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. I think we're ready to.
Who's her idols?
Who's her idols?
Who she emulates?
You have me.
Who inspires me?
Yeah, who inspires you? That's a good question right
Listen,
there, George.
I love it. 2 artists, Michael Jackson, because he was business savvy and he understood how the industry worked when it came to publishing,
That's
licensing. Right. He owned half of Sony ATV.
He did.
Before his passing. He owned a ton of artist catalogs, and the catalog is the music.
That's right.
And the masters are the music.
That's right.
So he understood that you can make music or you can make your music make money.
That's true.
And I love that he capitalized on his art.
Yeah.
And so he's an idol of mine because of that. He taught me that I can really, make a buck
That's
doing
right.
this.
That's true.
And I loved Whitney Houston. I mean, this lady was just beautiful. And her music, she pushed the envelope. She broke records. She broke boundaries as a black woman.
Yes.
And so those are things that I hold dear and want to keep pushing as well. So those are the people that I look to.
Yeah.
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 And everybody keep on pushing and don't give up.
That's
Don't give
right.
up on your dreams.
Don't give
Music, painting, dancing, fashion, acting.
Acting, all of it.
Art is life.
Yeah.
So don't give up. I'm T.L. Williams with the Music and More Foundation. This is KUAW, Kansas City's #1 radio, internet platform. Thank you all for listening. Shavonna Adams, thank you.
Thank you, TL.
Yay.